What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So in this video, we're going to be tackling every single challenge in the mission Knightfall in the game 007 First Light. Completing all of these challenges is required if you are aiming for 100% game completion, and once they are all finished, you will unlock the exclusive White Tuxedo Outfit for Bond. I will be showing you the fastest and easiest methods for each challenge, along with any important tips, shortcuts, and strategies that you might need to complete them efficiently. Whether you're cleaning up challenges after finishing the story or going for full completion from the start, this video guide is going to walk you through everything step by step. If you find the video helpful, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more 007 First Light guides, trophy guides, collectible locations, and 100% completion content. Now, let's jump into the challenge. For the Discretion Advised challenge in the Knightfall mission, the objective is simple. You need to get through the executive second floor meeting area without alerting or taking out anyone. The challenge itself isn't too difficult. The hardest part is actually getting to the area where it begins. So, starting from checkpoint 2, you're going to run straight to the back of the room and turn left. You're going to follow the hallway, and then you're going to turn left again and enter the first office that is on your left. You're going to see a screen on the wall, and you're going to interact with it. This is a computer terminal that activates the cleaning bot. Now, as soon as you activate it, you're going to immediately turn around and run to the office that is directly across the hall where the robot is coming out of. Now, once you're in this office, you're going to head behind the whiteboard and you're going to climb into the vent. You're going to follow the vent until you reach the bathroom. Once you're there, kick open the stall door and pick up the key card from the floor. Once this is done, you're going to leave the bathroom, turn left, and go through the two sets of double doors. Greenway will follow behind you. Turn right, then immediately turn left and head upstairs. Go through the door. Now you're going to turn left and you're going to continue all the way to the back of the hallway. On your right, you're going to find a maintenance room. You're going to kick the door open. You're going to shoot the vent with your laser watch. And then you're going to climb into the vent. You're going to follow the vent until you drop down, and there's going to be a brute that is going to be waiting for you. So what you want to do is rush him and then do the shoulder charge so that the brute falls over the railing. Once the brute is taken care of, you want to turn left and you want to unlock the door for Greenway. Now, you're going to have to just basically speak to Greenway until the conversation reaches the tactical break, the tactical pause. So you're going to go through the whole thing, you're going to talk to him, and then after you leave the conversation of the tactical pause, you're going to head back to where you took down the brute and you're going to climb around the fountain area. Now, after you've done all of this, this is where the actual challenge begins. So, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to vault over the wall and you're going to immediately bluff the guard that is standing there. As soon as you get past him, you want to crouch and you want to move into the office that's directly across from your position. There is a guard in this office. So you're going to wait for the guard inside to walk away and then you're going to enter the vent. You're going to follow it until you reach the next office. When you come out, you want to vault over the desk, but you want to do it close to the guard because if you do it too far from the guard that is there, you might get seen by the two enemies that are right outside the office. So after you do this, you want to leave the office, you turn right, and you go through the double doors. As soon as you pass through, the Discretion Advised challenge will be completed. For the IT Specialist Challenge in the Knightfall mission, The objective is to activate every server for Greenway without alerting anyone. This challenge takes place at checkpoint 6, and while it's one of the longer stealth challenges and also one of the buggier ones in the game, if you follow this route, that should hopefully make it much more manageable. Now, as soon as the checkpoint begins, you want to head to the right and you want to fire a dart at the guard that is standing there. After that, you want to move farther to the right, climb over the boxes, and then weave between the server racks until you can sneak up behind the guard that you just darted. Take him down quietly. Now, head to server 1100 and bring it online. After that, get behind the nearby boxes and wait for the guard in the suit that is in the back to begin his patrol. While he's moving away, you want to quietly take down the technician in the lab coat that is right next to you. This will lure the suited guard over to investigate. So basically, we want him to find the body, but we want him to find it at this point and not before, because if he sees you before, he will be alerted. Anyway, you want to hide behind the cart and you want to wait for him to return and then perform a silent takedown. When that's done, you want to flip the manual override and you want to activate server 1100. Okay, with this server done, you want to immediately move left and you want to hide behind the cart and wait for the next suited guard to approach your position. You want to take him down as he approaches and make sure that he is basically in between the servers. Next, you want to take down the lab coat technician that is nearby. Now, you want to be careful with this one because the guy that is on the other side of the boxes can actually see you. So you need to make sure that the other guy that is also wearing a lab coat but is on the other side of the boxes turns away before you make your move. Once this technician is down, you want to activate the nearby charging station, which lures the other lab coat technician towards your position. Now, depending on what is happening in your game, you may attract the attention of an additional guard that is on the right and is on the back of the room. He's also wearing a suit, but don't panic. All you have to do is you have to circle around the server racks and then just carefully get behind both of the enemies and take them down one at a time. From there, you want to head towards the edge of the room where you will find two technicians that are like drilling or cutting into server 2600. You want to sneak up behind them and you want to eliminate them individually. They will not notice you if you approach carefully. After you've done that, you want to flip the manual override and then move left and hide behind the nearby cart. You want to then hack the electrical cabinet to incapacitate the two guards in the area. So you want to do one at a time. You hack the cabinet, one of the guards comes, you take him out, and then you repeat it for the second guard. And you need to do this before you bring server 2600 online. So after these two guards are down, you go back to server 2600 and you turn it on. After activating the server, you want to move forward along its left side towards the back of the room, and you want to wait for a guard that's going to start patrolling, and he's going to investigate the area that you were just in. So hide behind the box, and when he comes by near, you quietly take him down. Now, you want to backtrack towards the server. You're going to go along the right, and you're going to find a laptop that is sitting on a crate. This laptop lets you remotely eliminate the next group of 3 guards as long as you do it one by one. So this section is a lot easier once you do this. So you turn on the laptop, you take one enemy down, you turn on the laptop again, second enemy, and then the third enemy. It's pretty straightforward. Once these 3 enemies are down, you want to continue towards where those 3 guards were standing. In the back, you're going to see 2 more guards. So you want to approach, and then you're going to wait until one of them walks away. You're going to hit the one that walks away with a dart, and then you're going to silently take down the guard who stayed behind. After you do that, you want to finish by taking down the guard that you darted earlier. With these 2 guys down, you're going to start heading towards 73200. You're going to go around the left of one of the servers, and then you're going to quietly take down the enemy that is drilling into a server around the corner. Now, you're going to keep walking, and then once you're at server 3200, you're going to see that on the left of it, there's another charging station, and there are two enemies. So you're going to do the same thing we've been doing. You're going to activate the charging station. You're going to take down one enemy. You're going to activate it again. You're going to take down the second enemy. And then after that, you can take down the nearby technician that is drilling into the server. That's pretty much it. With the area clear, you can activate server 3200, and then you slowly make your way to the exit and talk to Greenway. Once you're past the door, the challenge should activate. Now, one final tip is that this challenge can be a little buggy sometimes, so don't be surprised if you have to repeat it once or twice. However, following this route has proven to be one of the more consistent ways to complete the IT Specialist Challenge without alerting anyone.
I have 3 matches. Servers 1100, 2600, and 30.
For the Pacifist Challenge in the mission Knightfall, this is a global challenge that unlocks automatically once you have finished Discretion Advised and IT Specialist. These are two other challenges. So as soon as these two are done, you will get this extra challenge automatically. Okay, so for the Hand of God challenge in the Nightfall mission, you're going to need to eliminate everyone in the executive second floor meeting room area without ever being spotted. It sounds difficult, but once you know the route, it's actually very manageable. We're going to get started in checkpoint 2. Now, the hardest part of this challenge, honestly, is getting into position so that you can actually get to the area to start the challenge. So, anyway, as soon as the checkpoint starts, run straight to the back of the area and then turn left. Continue down the hallway and then turn left again and enter the office that is, once again, on your left. Inside the office, interact with the computer terminal that is on the wall to activate the cleaning bot. As soon as you do that, immediately turn around and run across the hallway into the opposite office where you're going to see the cleaning robot coming up. Now, you want to go behind the whiteboard and enter the vent. You're going to follow the vent until you get into the bathroom. Once you're in the bathroom, you're going to kick open the stall door and you're going to pick up the key card from the floor. You're going to exit the bathroom, turn left, and then go through both sets of double doors. Now, Greenway is going to follow behind you. You're going to turn right, then left, and you're going to head upstairs. You're going to go through the door, you're going to turn left, and you're going to continue all the way to the back of the hallway. On your right, you're going to find a maintenance room. You're going to kick open the door, and you're going to see a vent on the ceiling. You're going to shoot the vent lock, and you're going to climb inside. You're going to follow the vent until you drop down near a brute enemy that is sleeping. As soon as you drop down, he wakes up. So immediately charge him and perform a shoulder charge so that you can take him out by pushing him over the railing. Once that's done, you're going to turn left and you're going to unlock the nearby door for Greenway. After that, you're going to continue talking to him, and then he will eventually tell you that you need to take a tactical pause. So you're going to take that tactical pause. You're going to run through the dialogue, or you're just going to leave conversation. And once that is done, you're going to go back to where you defeated the brute, and you're going to climb around the fountain area. Now we're finally in the spot where the actual challenge takes place. So there are a number of ways you can do this, but this is the way that I did it, and it worked fine. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go vault over the wall, and then as soon as the guard sees you there, you're going to bluff, and you're going to use the fake surrender to take him down. It doesn't seem like this guard is part of the challenge, so you can take him down any way you want. Now, once he's down, you're going to kick open the nearby office door. This is going to attract the guard that is across from you in the back office. So you're going to wait for him to investigate, and then when he's close enough to the door, you're going to quietly take him down. Next, you're going to move across the office on the opposite side, and you're going to go around the large conference table, and you're going to see that there's a vent in the back. So you're going to go into the vent system, you're going to follow it, and then you're going to be in the next office where you're going to find a guard that is distracted on his phone, so you can take him down quietly without doing much. Now, you're going to go around this table and you're going to see two guards talking next to a fire extinguisher. So you're going to use your laser watch on the fire extinguisher, which will make the explosion take both of them down immediately. After that, there is a third guard that is wearing a lab coat and he's going to come to investigate the noise. So you want to stay hidden until he turns his back. Then you're going to sneak up on him and quietly take him down. Finally, turn around and head towards the nearby desk and take down the last remaining guard in the area. So once everyone has been taken down without being detected, the Hand of God challenge will be complete. For the Underdressed challenge in the Knightfall mission, you're going to need to make your way to the data center without ever being spotted. We will be starting from checkpoint 5, and thankfully, this is one of the easier stealth challenges in the mission. So, as soon as the opening cutscene ends, you're going to use a tranquilizer dart on the guard that is standing to the left of the door. Once he moves away, you're going to immediately move behind him and you're going to continue into the next room. Once inside, you want to blend into the nearby crowd to avoid attracting attention. While you're blended in, you're going to interact with the photocopier that is on the left side of the room to activate it. That noise is going to distract the nearby guard and it's going to make him leave his position so he can go investigate. Now, as soon as he walks away, you want to slip behind him and then continue around the stairs. You're going to go through the room, you're going to stay low, and you're going to make your way around the area that is underneath the staircase before you head up the stairs. Once you go up the stairs, you go through the door at the top, and then as soon as you enter the next area, the Underdressed challenge will be completed. For the Ghost challenge in the Knightfall mission, this is actually a global challenge, so there aren't any extra objectives. All you have to do to unlock Ghost is complete the Hand of God challenge and the Underdressed challenge. Once you've successfully finished both of those challenges, the Ghost challenge will unlock automatically. For the server crash challenge in the Nightfall mission, you're going to be starting from checkpoint 6, and your objective is simple. You have to defeat 10 security guards in the data center. Once you have defeated the required number of enemies, the challenge will unlock automatically. So, as soon as the checkpoint begins, don't worry about staying hidden. Start engaging every security guard you encounter throughout the data center until you've defeated enough enemies to complete the challenge. Since this challenge revolves around melee combat, here are a few tips that will make things much easier. First, learn to time your defenses. Guards briefly flash yellow just before their attacks connect, and that's your cue to parry. Second, avoid repeatedly pressing the parry button as the game penalizes button mashing and can cause you to miss the timing completely. If an enemy flashes red, the attack is unblockable, so dodge instead of trying to parry. Your shoulder charge is one of the strongest moves available. Hold R1 and square on PlayStation to attack and knock enemies off balance and create openings. You can also mix shoulder charges with normal attacks and grabs to keep standard guards staggered and unable to fight back. Holding the attack button performs a heavy kick, which is perfect for launching enemies into walls, railings, or other environmental hazards. You can also perform a powerful gut punch combo by pressing the attack button twice and then holding it on the third hit. Now, after a successful parry, you can immediately attack to perform a devastating knee strike. This one often leaves enemies vulnerable to instant takedown. And then also don't forget to use grabs. Throwing one guard into another can briefly stun multiple enemies, which gives you room to breathe. If a guard starts blocking your punches, grab them to break their defense and continue your combo. You can also keep your eye on surroundings as well. Electrical equipment, explosive objects, and high ledges can all be used to eliminate enemies much more quickly than standard melee attacks. You can even activate your Q lens to highlight environmental hazards that can be used against nearby guards. If you encounter one of the larger brute enemies, don't try to trade punches. Instead, hit them with two charge attacks to target them before following up with a grapple and additional strikes. So, if you'd like to improve your melee skills even more, you can consider spending some time in the advanced close combat training mission in the tactical simulations. It's a great place to practice parry timing, combos, and grapples without risking a mission. Anyways, continue defeating guards throughout the checkpoint, and once you have reached the required number of eliminations, the server crash challenge will unlock. For the All the Time in the World challenge in the Knightfall mission, you're going to need to eliminate every guard during the run to the perch. We're going to be starting on checkpoint 4. As soon as the checkpoint begins, immediately turn around and interact with the cat statue that is sitting on the desk behind you. This reveals a hidden passage. Go through the secret opening, vault over the railing, then head left and enter the vent. Follow the vent until you come out inside an office. Bust through the office door and immediately take down the guard that is waiting by the railing. After that, jump down to the lower level and head left into the next hallway where you're going to encounter a large group of enemies. This is the biggest fight of the challenge, but it's also the easiest place to use the environment to your advantage. The quickest way to clear the room is by throwing every enemy you can over the nearby railings for instant eliminations. Your shoulder charge is also extremely powerful here because it allows you to knock guards off balance and quickly finish them before they can surround you. Once you've defeated everyone in this area, bust through the next door and eliminate the two guards waiting on the other side. After clearing them out, enter the office on your right and continue through the fake wall that is hidden inside. You're going to find one final lone guard in this section. Take him out and then retrace your steps back towards the elevator. Near the elevator, you will find the last remaining guard. Eliminate him, and once every enemy along the route has been taken down, the challenge will be completed. For the Makeover challenge in the Knightfall mission, your objective is to smash 4 security guards through the meeting room windows. We're going to be starting on checkpoint 2. Now, the most annoying part of this challenge isn't throwing the guards through the windows, it's getting to the correct area where you need to do this. So, as soon as the checkpoint begins, run straight to the back of the room and turn left. Continue down the hallway and enter the office on your left. Use the computer terminal that is on the wall so that you can activate the cleaning robot and then immediately turn around and cross the hallway into the opposite office. Now, go behind the whiteboard and enter the vents. Follow them until you reach the bathroom. Once you're in the bathroom, kick open the stall door and pick up the keycard from the floor. Leave the bathroom, turn left, and go through both sets of double doors. Greenway will follow you. Now turn right, then turn left, and head upstairs. Go through the door, turn left, and continue all the way to the back of the hallway. On the right hand side, you're going to find a maintenance room. Kick the door open, you're going to see a vent in the ceiling. You're going to shoot the lock that is on the vent with your laser watch, and you're going to climb into the ventilation system. You're going to follow the vent until you drop down, and you're going to be next to a brute that is sleeping. So as soon as you drop down, he's going to wake up. You want to use your shoulder charge to take him out and over the railing. And then once he's down, turn left and unlock the nearby door for Greenway. Continue until you've spoken to Greenway and you have finished the tactical pause thing that he does. Now, head back to where you defeated the brute and climb around the fountain area. Vault over the wall, and you're finally in the executive meeting room where this challenge actually takes place. So, after you vault over the door, you want to take out the first guard, and then you want to sneak into the nearby office. You're going to grab that guard inside, and you're going to throw him straight through the meeting room window for your first environmental takedown. From there, all that is left is to grab and throw three more guards through the surrounding meeting room windows. There are plenty of opportunities in this area. There are plenty of ways to do this. So just focus on positioning your enemies near the glass before performing a grab and throw. As soon as the fourth guard crashes through a window, the makeover challenge will be completed. For the assault challenge in the Knightfall mission, this is another global challenge. So to unlock Assault, you all you have to do is complete the following three challenges: Server Crash, All the Time in the World, and Makeover. As soon as you've completed all three of these challenges, the Assault challenge will unlock automatically. For the exclusive access challenge in the Nightfall mission, your objective is to obtain Roger Finch's key card. So we're going to be starting on checkpoint 2. As soon as the checkpoint begins, run straight to the back of the starting area and turn left. When you get to the little corner, turn left again and then continue down the hallway. Now you're going to enter the office that is once again on your left. Inside the office, interact with the computer terminal to activate the cleaning robot. As soon as you do that, immediately turn around, leave the room, and run across the hallway into the opposite office. Now, walk behind the whiteboard and enter the ventilation shaft. Follow the vents until you drop into the bathroom. Once you're in the bathroom, you want to kick open the stall door, and on the floor, you're going to find Roger Finch's keycard. Pick it up, and as soon as you do, the exclusive access challenge will be completed. For the Tactical Pause Challenge in the Nightfall mission, your objective is to complete all of the optional personal conversations with Greenway when you go into the Tactical Pause. So, we're going to be starting in checkpoint 2. The more annoying part of this challenge is actually getting to the point where the conversation becomes available. But here we go. As soon as the checkpoint begins, run straight to the back of the room and turn left. Continue down the hallway and then enter the office on your left. Use the computer terminal to activate the cleaning robot and then immediately turn around and run across the hallway into the opposite office. Walk behind the whiteboard and enter the vent. Follow it until you reach the bathroom. Once you're in the bathroom, you want to kick open the stall door and pick up the key card from the floor. Now, you're going to leave the bathroom, turn left, and go through both sets of double doors. Greenway will catch up and begin following. After that, turn right, then left, and head upstairs. Go through the door, turn left, and continue all the way to the back of the hallway. On your right, you're going to find a maintenance room. Kick open the door, shoot the vent lock, and then climb into the ventilation shaft. Now, follow the vent until you drop down, and then you're going to be next to a brute that is sleeping. As soon as you drop down, he's going to wake up, so immediately use a shoulder charge to take him out. Turn left and unlock the nearby door for Greenway. Once he joins you, continue progressing until he suggests taking a tactical pause. At this point, don't continue with the mission just yet. Instead, make sure that you speak to Greenway and work through every available dialogue options. Continue selecting each conversation topic until there are no dialogue choices remaining. After you have exhausted all of the personal conversations, the tactical pause challenge will unlock. For the high ground challenge in the Nightfall mission, your objective is to use the ventilation system to reach the executive second floor and open the door for Greenway. We're going to be started from checkpoint 2. As soon as the checkpoint begins, run straight to the back of the room and turn left. Continue down the hallway and enter the office on your left. Now, interact with the computer terminal that is on the wall to activate the cleaning robot, and then immediately cross the hallway into the opposite office. Get behind the whiteboard and enter the vent. Now, follow the ventilation shaft until you reach the bathroom. Kick open the stall door and then pick up the keycard from the floor. Leave the bathroom, turn left, and then go through both sets of double doors. Greenway will begin following you. Turn right, then left, and head upstairs. Go through the door, turn left, and continue all the way to the end of the hallway. On your right, you're going to find a maintenance room. You're going to kick open the maintenance room door, and then you're going to shoot the vent lock that is on the ventilation system on the ceiling, and you're going to climb into the ventilation shaft. Follow the vent until you drop behind the brute, and then immediately use a shoulder charge to take him out. From here, simply open the nearby door from Greenway, and then as soon as you have used that route and open the door for him, the high ground challenge will be completed. For the Blackball challenge in the Nightfall mission, your objective is to challenge Greenway to a game of pool. We're going to be starting from checkpoint 2. Now, as soon as the checkpoint begins, run straight to the back of the room and turn left. Continue down the hallway and enter the office on your left. Use the computer terminal on the wall to activate the cleaning robot and then immediately run across the hallway into the opposite office. Now, walk behind the whiteboard and enter the ventilation shaft. Follow the vent until you reach the bathroom. Once you're in the bathroom, kick open the stall door and pick up the keycard from the floor. Leave the bathroom, turn left, and go through both sets of double doors. Greenway is going to catch up and begin following you. Turn right, then left, and then head upstairs. Go through the door, turn left, and continue to the maintenance room that is at the end of the hallway on your right. Kick open the door, shoot the lock on the ventilation system door that is on the ceiling, and climb into the ventilation shaft. Follow the vent until you drop down next to a sleeping brute. You can then use a shoulder charge to quickly take him out so that he falls over the railing, and then turn left and unlock the nearby door for Greenway. Next, climb around the fountain area. You're going to look toward the office on the left, and you're going to use your hacking device to unlock the door that is at the back of the room. This is the room that has the pool table. You're going to unlock it from the other side. Now you're going to go back the way you came, and you're going to speak to Greenway, and you're going to continue a conversation until you reach the tactical pause section. Once the conversation is over, you can enter the room with the pool table and you want to interact with the pool cues that are on the wall. Bond will challenge Greenway to a game of pool, and the black ball challenge will immediately unlock. For the Crackerjack challenge in the Nightfall mission, your objective is to open the safe on your very first attempt. We're going to be starting from checkpoint 3. So, as soon as the checkpoint begins, turn around and read the note that is posted on the door behind you. After that, kick the doors open and activate the nearby breaker. Once the breaker has been switched on, head back outside and go upstairs into the office. Walk over to the desk in the back, open the drawer, and press the hidden button inside. This reveals the safe hidden in the room. Now, approach the safe and enter the code 1493. As long as you enter the correct code on your first attempt, the safe will open immediately and the Crackerjack challenge will be completed. For the epic fail challenge in the Nightfall mission, You need to fail the safe code 7 times in a row. We're going to be starting in checkpoint 3. As soon as the checkpoint begins, turn around and read the note that is posted on the door behind you. Then kick the doors open and activate the nearby breaker. Once the breaker has been switched on, head back outside, go upstairs, and enter the office. Walk over to the desk, open the drawer, and press the hidden button inside. This will reveal the hidden safe. Now, interact with the safe and intentionally enter an incorrect code. Keep entering the wrong combination until you've failed 7 consecutive attempts. Make sure that you don't accidentally enter the correct code during any of those attempts, or you'll have to start over. After your 7th incorrect code, the Epic Fail Challenge will unlock automatically. For the After Hours Challenge in the Knightfall mission, your objective is to enter the data center while wearing a disguise. We're going to be starting from checkpoint 5. As soon as the opening cutscene ends, turn around and go through the door behind you. You will find 2 employees having a conversation. Stay nearby and eavesdrop until they finish talking. Once their conversation is over, head left and press the button on the wall to summon the garbage robot. Wait for the robot to arrive and empty its contents. After it leaves, head into the back room on the left. Use your bluff ability to get past the first guard without raising suspicion, and then use a tranquilizer dart on the second guard to incapacitate him. Now, search through the trash that the robot dumped. Inside, you're going to find a locker key. Leave this room and head directly across the hallway to the locker room. Open locker number 6 and collect the lab coat. Now, put it on to disguise yourself as a data center employee, and with your disguise equipped, continue through the mission as normal. Enter the main room and head upstairs towards Greenway's location. As soon as you enter the room where Greenway is waiting, the After Hours Challenge will unlock. Okay, so for the Service Update Challenge in the Nightfall mission, you have to take down 8 security guards, you have to bring all 3 servers online, and you have to return to Greenway without ever alerting anyone. Now, this is one of the more difficult challenges in the mission, so following a consistent route is the key to success. We're going to be starting from checkpoint 6. As soon as the checkpoint begins, head to the right and then use a tranquilizer dart on the first guard. Now continue moving to the right, climb over the nearby boxes, and weave through the server stacks until you're behind the guy that you just used the dart on. Once the dart takes effect, quietly perform a takedown. Next, make your way to server 1100 and activate it. Now, after doing that, hide behind the boxes and wait for the guard in the suit that is in the back to begin walking and just basically do his patrol. Now, when he moves away, you want to quietly eliminate the lab coat technician that is right there. This will then cause the suited guard to come and investigate. And as the suited guard returns to his patrol route, you want to hide behind the nearby cart and take him down when he walks within range. Now, flip the manual override and bring server 1100 online. Immediately move to the left and wait for another suited guard to investigate the area. Quietly take him down. Next, go to the lab coat technician that is near the boxes, and be careful here because there is another guard on the opposite side that has line of sight. So you want to wait until that second guard turns away before performing the takedown. Head over to the charging station and activate it to distract the other lab coat guard. If an additional guard notices you in the back, like he did in my run, do not panic. Just circle around the server racks and do your best to get behind both of the guards and eliminate them one at a time. You should be able to without issue. Now, head toward the edge of the room and you're going to find two technicians that are drilling into server 2600. You want to carefully sneak up on them and quietly take them one out after the other. Since they are focused on the drilling, they will not notice you approaching. Now, flip the manual override for server 2600 and then move left and hide behind the nearby cart. From here, hack the electrical cabinet to create another distraction, which allows you to eliminate the two nearby guards one at a time. So basically, you hack the cabinet, you wait for one of the guards, you take him down. You hack the cabinet again, you wait for the second guard, and you take him down. Once that area is secure, go back to server 2600 and bring it online. Now, continue along the left side of the server and wait for an extra guard that is going to come investigate. You want to wait behind the box, and then when he gets close, you take him down. Okay, now we want to backtrack around the server racks until you reach a laptop that is sitting on a crate, and it is nearby a group of 3 guards. So you want to use this laptop to remotely eliminate the 3 guards in the next area one by one. Similar to what we did before, you activate the laptop, you take 1 guard, you wait a couple seconds, you activate the laptop, you take a second guard, and then you do that a third time. Now, once the 3 guards are down, you move towards the location where they were just in, and you're going to see that there are 2 more guards in the back. You want to wait for one of them to walk away and then use a tranquilizer dart on him. After you do that, you quietly eliminate the guard who stayed behind first, and then you finish off the guard that you tranquilized. Now, head towards server 3300. You're going to see that there's a guy that is working around the corner. He's drilling onto the server. So just stick to cover, go out to the corner, and take him down. Now, after that, just to the left of server 3200, which is the last one we need to activate, you're going to find another charging station. There's a group of 2 enemies on the other side of it, so you want to activate it to lure the 2 nearby guards away from their positions and quietly eliminate them one by one, as we have done previously with the other groups. Once these 2 guys are gone, take down the final technician that is working on the nearby server. Now do the manual override and take server 3200 online and start making your way back to the exit. If you follow this route carefully without raising the alarm, the service update challenge will unlock. One final note is that this challenge can occasionally be buggy, so if it doesn't unlock on your first attempt, even though you stayed undetected, just restart the checkpoint and try the same route again. In my experience, this method is the one that is most consistent to complete this challenge. For the closing time challenge in the Knightfall mission, you need to close 4 metallic window shutters during the firefight. We're going to be starting in checkpoint 8. Now, as soon as the battle begins, there's going to be a group of enemies that come down. You have to take them down with melee, but it shouldn't be too bad. Just use your shoulder charge and your grabs to be able to take them down quickly as possible. Now, after you take these 3 down, you want to go up the stairs and to the left. And once you're battling up there, you should look around the room for the large floor to ceiling windows. You're going to see them because as soon as you get up there, they're going to automatically open. So each of these has a metallic shutter that can be closed by using your hacking ability. And they also provide excellent cover during the fight. Now, the good news is that you don't have to search very far because right at the beginning, like I said, there are 3 shutters that are easy to reach. So You can either clear first or you can use them to your advantage to help you clear the area. But basically, just target each one with your Q lens and close them before pushing forward. Now, once you have cleared that first section of the arena and you move across into the next area, you're going to quickly come across a fourth window shutter. So just take down the enemy that is there, turn towards the shutter, hack it closed, and as soon as the fourth shutter finishes closing, the closing time challenge will unlock. Now, this is one of the quicker challenges in the Knightfall mission, and it's easy to complete as long as you remember to hack the shutters instead of ignoring them during the firefight. For the Blast of Air challenge in the Nightfall mission, you need to use the overcharge ventilation system to push four guards over railings. So we're going to be starting from checkpoint 8. So begin by fighting your way through the first combat area where you will find the large window shutters. Once you have cleared this section, continue forward and head up the stairs. Now, once you're up the stairs, you're going to see that on the far side across from you, there is your first overchargeable vent. So you want to wait until a couple of enemies are standing close to it, and you want to activate that vent so that you can blast them over the edge for your first couple of eliminations. Now, continue advancing through the level, just basically turn around, and you're going to see that there's another vent nearby. Rather than rushing forward, just wait for one of the enemies to move into position near the railing, and once they're close enough, activate the vent to send them flying over the edge. Now, keep moving into the next room, and at the right back of this area, you're going to find another chargeable vent that you can hack. So just wait for a couple of remaining guards, or even just one at this point, to get close to the railing, and then activate the vent to knock them over. Once you have sent four guards over the railing using the ventilation system, the Blast of Air challenge will unlock. The key to this challenge is patience. Basically, just instead of eliminating enemies as soon as you see them, let them move into position near the railings so that the vents can do the work for you. For the gun nut challenge in the Nightfall mission, you'll need to use four different firearms during the escape from the purge. We're going to be starting from checkpoint 8. The good news is that this is one of the easier challenges in the mission, and there's a good chance that you'll unlock it just naturally by playing your normal playthrough. As you fight your way through the checkpoint, just keep an eye out for the weapons dropped by defeated enemies. Ammunition is fairly limited in this section, so you'll naturally be encouraged to swap weapons as you progress. Just basically pick up and fire four different types of weapons during the escape. You don't need to get a certain number of kills or anything like that. You just gotta make sure that you have used four unique weapons before the encounter ends. After you have fired your fourth different firearm, the gun nut challenge will unlock automatically. If you happen to miss it on your first attempt, just simply replay checkpoint 8 and make a point of swapping weapons whenever you find a new one. For the Mightier Than the Sword challenge in the Nightfall mission, you need to destroy three structural elements using the missile pen. So we're going to be starting at checkpoint 8. As you fight your way through the escape sequence, keep an eye out for structural supports around the arena. These are usually found underneath scaffoldings, balconies, and other suspended structures, and they are highlighted in yellow. When you spot one, equip your missile pen and fire at the structural support. Destroying it will cause the structure above to collapse, often taking out nearby enemies at the same time. So just basically continue progressing through the checkpoint and destroy additional structural elements with the missile pen whenever you see them. Once you have destroyed the required number of structural elements, the Mightier Than the Sword challenge will unlock. This challenge is easy to combine with your normal playthrough of Checkpoint 8, so just remember to look for environmental opportunities instead of relying entirely on your firearms. For the moving target challenge in the Knightfall mission, you need to eliminate every guard in the cargo check room without taking any damage. Now, we're going to be starting from checkpoint 9. There are several ways to complete this challenge, but this is the easiest and most consistent method that I found. As soon as the checkpoint begins, immediately rush the guard that's wearing the lab coat and hit him with a shoulder charge. Follow up with a quick finisher to eliminate him before he has a chance to react. With the first enemy down, you can turn your attention to the brute. Instead of trying to fight him head on, equip your laser gadget and just use it to blind him. While he's stunned, move in and quickly finish him on before he can recover. Once both enemies have been eliminated without Bond taking any damage, the moving target challenge will unlock. The biggest tip for this challenge is to stay aggressive. Taking out the lab coat guard immediately prevents him from becoming a distraction, and using the laser on the brute makes the fight much safer and much more manageable. For the Completionist challenge, this is another global challenge, and basically, all you have to do is finish every other challenge in the Knightfall mission. Once you've completed them all, this challenge will unlock automatically. And that's it. You have now completed every single challenge in the Knightfall mission of 007 First Light, earning 100% completion of this mission and unlocking the White Tuxedo Outfit for Bond. Now, I hope that this video helped make each challenge a little easier. Whether you were going for full completion, whether you were hunting achievements, whether you're just basically unlocking every reward the game has to offer. If this guide saved you some time, I'd really appreciate it if you left a like and subscribe to the channel. It helps out a lot and it lets me know that you would like to see more 007 First Light content. Don't forget to check out my 007 First Light collectible locations guide and trophy guides. These are linked in the description below. If you're still missing any collectibles, if you're still missing anything else, you can follow these guides. Thank you so much again for watching this video and congratulations on your 100% completion of Knightfall. I will see you on the next 007 First Light guide. Take care, everybody.